Hello everyone and welcome to this week's weekly lesson. We're on the 5th hole here today on the west course at Vattanac Golf Resort, and I've short-sighted myself and I now need to hit a shot which a lot of amateurs ask me about in our short game lessons, and that is the flop shot. We see the pros doing this all the time and everybody for some reason goes to the shot immediately. I say it's a very situational shot and you need to hit it at the right time. There are moments where you need to hit it, and there's definitely times where I think amateur golfers tend to use the shot too often and it causes them to score big numbers on holes where they could have just taken their punishment and walked away with the bogey instead of making a big number, where guys would definitely trying to hit the shot with the wrong technique, leave it in the bunker or send it over the back and then hit too many shots to get it in the hole. So I'm going to talk about what not to do first, and there are these common misbeliefs that you need to use a lot of wrists and a lot of hands to try and do this similar to a bunker. The problem is this is all dependent on lie. If there's thick grass and you do that like a bunker, the club's going to tend to slide underneath. The ball's going to pop up and the ball won't go anywhere. So in that situation, you definitely want to be using more of the shot technique that I'm going to be discussing today. And when the surface is hard, you definitely don't want to be using a lot of wrist, because then you sort of approaching the club with a leading edge. And what you do when you do this is you promote that thin shot which goes off the back too far. So I'm going to teach you how to do the right sort of technique and make sure that that ball pops up, and you can sort of deal with different types of lies with the same technique, where you don't have to try and change or try and go the ball too hard with your wrist. It's very hard to control your strike. So I'll set up to the camera so you can see what I normally do is I'll open the club face, so the club face will be open. I like to stand nice and wide, get my center of gravity nice and low like you do in a bunker. And the only thing I'm going to feel here is I'm just going to fold my right elbow up. So I'm not actually going to use my wrist. My wrist will stay nice and straight. I'm going to fold my elbow up, and then I'm going to rotate my chest, keep my sternum above the ball so that I can use the bounce and slide that club underneath the ball. If I do this, the club's either going to get stuck or I'm going to present the leading edge and I'm going to hit the ball too fast. So I'm going to try and give you an idea of what that looks like. So we got about 30 yards, we're landing it on the downstroke as you can see in that video. I'm nice and wide, weight 70% on my left side. I'm going to fold the right elbow up, rotate through my chest, make sure the club face stays open. The important thing here is to not let the hands take over, let the chest lead, keep the hands nice and passive. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm about a foot short of the green, but it popped up nicely. You can see I still took a pivot, but because I was using the bounce, the club was sliding this way, it didn't get stuck. I'll try it one more. I think I just need a little bit more distance on that, so I'm going to take that backswing slightly longer, and I might just close the club face a little bit, not to open it as much, because I don't need too much height. That took one hop and it stopped next to the flag. I'm very happy with that result. And as you can see, there's not so much acceleration with the hand, so there's a lot less that can go wrong. I'm sure this will help you. Remember, use this only when you need to. You don't have to hit it every shot, but a very handy shot to have if you can trust that it can be consistent. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to join our pros every Friday night for our Scramble Golf event. Book now.